Hey guys, and what is up? Welcome back to another video. I want to welcome you guys to the very first video of STINAWEEN, which is a series I am doing on my channel this year. I'm going to be doing 14 Halloween looks this year that you guys will see every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday of October. For the very first look of STINAWEEN, I have created my version of Sad Girl. Okay, so to start, my eyebrows are already covered up. I did glue them down with Elmer's glue and then set them with some translucent powder. Now I'm going to be taking this colored base from P. Louise. This is what I'm going to use to go over top of that eyebrow cover up. I am going to use a blow dryer to kind of dry it a little bit just because I don't want the Elmer's glue underneath this to get wet and start sliding around or anything. So I'm just going to dry it a little bit, and then I am going to go over top again with some more translucent powder. You want to make sure that you really press that powder in. That way your brows do not budge. Bless you, baby. I'm going to do the same exact thing to the other eyebrow. So I was originally going to take that P. Louise base and apply it all over my face, but it wasn't as opaque as I thought it would be on my skin. So I thought that it would be smart to take this white foundation base that I have from LA Girl. So I'm going to use that to coat my skin first. That way when we put the blue over top, it's more opaque. And I'm so sorry if you hear my child in the background. I'm also going to make sure that I paint my ears just because I don't want my natural skin to be showing through. Now that we've got that white laid down everywhere, we can go in with the blue, which as you can see, I don't know if you can tell the difference between my forehead and my cheek area that I'm doing, but it's definitely more opaque. Oh, and look at that go on my forehead. So bright. I look scary. After I have applied the blue base all over my face, I'm just going to continue to go in anywhere and apply the base where I see patches or sparse areas. Then I'm going to set my whole entire face with the same exact translucent powder. This is the RCMA no color powder, by the way. This is optional. You definitely don't have to, because one coat I think would be good enough. But if you want, you can go in with a second layer of that blue base, and that's what I'm doing right now. So now we're just going to start to carve out our eyebrows. I am carving these eyebrows above where my natural eyebrows are. I am looking at a reference picture of some cholas. So you can use whatever type of reference picture you want. I just found a picture of the eyebrows that I was going for, which is some thin, sad looking eyebrows. And I am using a dark blue paint to paint these on. Okay, now that our eyebrows are on, I'm going to take that same blue base with some white paint, and I'm just going to mix that together, and I'm going to carve my eyebrows out. And I'm sorry, I'm not using white paint. I'm using that same white foundation base. Again, totally unnecessary, but I'm just a little bit of a perfectionist, and so there's some areas that I wanted to clean up a little bit. Okay, so off camera, I went ahead and already did one eye. Now I'm going to do the other eye on camera. I'm going to use my James Charles palette by Morphe. I'm going to be using these two blue shades in the palette. I'm first going to pack that blue base all over my eye. This is going to be our primer. And then I'm going to start with that darker blue shade, and I'm going to work that all in my crease. Once I have that darker blue somewhat blended, I'm going to take the lighter blue on a totally different brush, and I'm going to use that to blend out this darker blue even further. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and cut our crease. Again, I'm gonna take that same blue base with a flat brush. And as you can see, I'm just going in small little motions and packing that base onto my eye. Once we've cut our crease, we are going to go in with that lighter blue shade again, and we're just going to blend that out along the lash line as you see me doing. And then I'm going to go in with that darker blue just to deepen the outer corner. I'm going to go in with this Urban Decay eye topper. This is in the shade Cosmic. Honestly, I don't even know if they make this anymore. I've had it forever, but it's so good. I love it so much. So I'm going to keep on using it. Then we're just going to give us a nice elongated Chola wing. And now to add some depth back into our face, because we're looking really flat right now, I'm going to take that lighter blue shade and I'm going to use this to kind of contour or bronze my face, if you will. So I'm going to apply it in the same areas that I would put bronzer, to my cheekbones, to my forehead, my nose, all that good stuff. Now I'm just going to add some highlight. I'm just using a blue sparkly shimmery. I'm just using a blue shimmery eyeshadow that I had. Okay, so our face is pretty much done. Now we're going to move on to the details, which I will admit here, I did mess up by not stenciling this out prior to me going in with all the blue and everything else. So don't be like me and definitely map it out on your face first with like a lip liner or something, or a white eyeliner, because that's usually what I do. But with this being my first Halloween look back, I think I just got way too excited and forgot like all of the steps. So I skipped the most important one, which is just tracing everything out and mapping everything out. So I would recommend you map everything out first so you don't have to go in freehand like me. I did mess up a few times, so I had to like go back and take off everything and, you know, apply the blue back again and then the powder. So don't be like me and just trace it. As you'll see as I'm doing everything could have been a lot more symmetrical if I would have just mapped it out and lined it first. Because I didn't do this step, ultimately in the end, my look wasn't as cohesive and symmetrical as it could have been, which really bugged me, but I just kind of let it be and went with it because I'm like, it's my first look back. Like, what am I going to do, you know? So when I get down here, I messed up, so I had to do it again. So again, go and outline this with some type of lip liner or eye pencil first, and then just go in and trace over it. It will be so much easier. So now I'm just going to basically paint my face like a Chola clown. Using that same dark blue paint, I'm going to use it to outline my lips. And then I'm going to use that same blue base that I've been using to just kind of create a little ombre effect in the middle of my lip. Because I'm using paint and the blue base, it didn't really blend together as perfectly, but I was all right with the end result, so I just went with it. Now I'm gonna just go in and shade these little things above my eyebrows. I don't even know what they're called, and it's bugging me so much how uneven they are, but I did not want to go in and remove everything, so I just went with it. again, if you map everything out, yours should come out way better than mine did. Now I'm going to be using this white, I was going to say white mascara. I'm going to use this white concealer from Morphe to kind of just highlight the little, I don't know what you would call these areas, like, you know, the little clown areas of my face. I'm going to be highlighting those. So around my mouth and then over top of my eyebrows, I'm going to add some of this white concealer. After using this concealer for a little bit, I noticed that it was just kind of absorbing right into the blue. So I decided to use white paint instead because, as you can see, it is a lot more opaque and it didn't just absorb into the blue base, at least not as much. Then I decided that I wanted to add another little triangle underneath my eye. I wanted to do it to the other eye as well, but again, I forgot to do it before I added the tears. So yeah, I just left it alone. I'm adding shading to the tears just to make them look a little bit more 3D and like they're sitting on my face, and you know, I didn't just draw them on. I was having some major issues with my eyes watering, especially the one where the tear, this big tear, is coming from. So everything was getting kind of like really muddy and not working how I wanted it to. So my end result was not exactly what I was wanting. But again, you guys, this was my first look of the freaking STINAWEEN season. So I was just going with it. My daughter is really trying to be heard in this video. Alright, all clowns need noses, so I went ahead and gave myself a cute little blue nose. I wasn't going to do this at first, but then I decided, like, I kind of have to. I'm a clown. Now I'm adding some highlights to the tears, just so they kind of give the illusion that they're reflecting light like natural tears would. And now I'm going to add some lashes. Okay, so pretty much all that's left to do for this look, you guys, is to match my body to my face. So I'm using that same white base all over my body, and then I'm going to use that same blue base all over my body, which I will admit, it took forever. So if I were you, I would just use paint, because paint will glide across your body so much easier and nicer, and it'll just make your life so much easier. And then after I got my body covered, I just went in with the same blue eyeshadows that I was using to add more depth and, you know, just kind of make my skin look a little bit less flat. Alright friends, that is the end of this makeup look. To complete her, I did go ahead and add some hoop earrings and a bandana. And as you probably can see, I also did add some more little details just to kind of give you something more to look at. I felt like my face was just a little bit lacking. And then I also ended up adding the sad girl to my knuckles, which was very complicated. I hope that you guys enjoyed this look. I hope that you're ready and excited to see all of the looks I have coming out this month. I'm so excited for you guys to see them. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see y'all in my next video. Bye!